Here we have a 2017 on a 17 registration, Scania K410EB, Higer Touring, 59-seat PSVAR compliant executive coach. So, owned from new this, by moving people up in Oswald, if you know where that is, in East Lancashire. Bit of a mouthful, but as always with vehicles from this operator, very, very well presented. You know, they're always clean, tidy. Never have any worries when I sell from here. In fact, we were saying earlier, we've sold a few. We've only ever had one viewing. No, we've never had a viewing, that's it. The only time I've ever used a workshop there, right, is a neighbouring operator. We had a viewing on one of their vehicles and they don't have their own, or for whatever reason we couldn't use their facilities, so I spun it round here. Power operated centre continental doors fitted. Alloy wheels are fitted. Saying now, okay, I'm going to get the sack. Give or take 14 metres this. Highest capacity you can get in a touring currently. Reverse cameras fitted. Recently been awarded earned recognition. Now that for me is a big selling point, because that tells me you've nothing to worry about, because they don't give them out in Frosties packets. A little bit of work needed on that back corner. That's going to be tidied up prior to sale. Wheelchair lift is over the steering tag axle. Okay, which is great because it means it doesn't take any luggage space, and that for me mega important. Okay, because it's one of the massive downsides of PSVAR for me. Literally, you're taking up space in something you always use with something you very, very rarely, if ever, use. You know, and that's just kind of a way of looking at it for me. So the reason for the locker that opens slightly different is obviously because all the power pack for the wheelchair lifts in there, but you don't lose any luggage, as you can see. Still loads and loads of luggage. Biggest negative under here for me is, does the toilet unit need to be that big? That's the million-dollar question, because you could save so much luggage space if that was re-engineered. LED destination displays to front, side and middle. The reason I picked this one out is, again, it's another personal gripe. Now this is a factory fitted wheelchair lift. It's not a conversion, it's not an afterthought. So why didn't they put that there? Right? Not difficult. And there, not in the passenger's eye line. You'll see what I mean when we go in. Just little things, and it really, really irritates me with coach manufacturers. You know, they build some great products, but if they just thought about it a little bit more, maybe even consulted with coach operators, things like that could be avoided. Anyway, let's have a look on board, because this is really, for me, one of my... I'm finding some light switches somewhere in a sec. It's one of my favourite products, and the more I sell of them and the more I view of them, the more I like them. I put these in the Thames Safari, Volvo Evator category. You know, value for money, jack of all trades. But you've got to look at, you know, what's inside as well. You've got 59 keel reclining seats, 3-point seat belts, half leather trim. Again, it's got red in, but I like it because it's red and grey. Right? And I like the alternate curtains, just split things up. So if you're standing sort of this way, it looks like you've got red curtains, but if you stand that way, apart from the one that somebody's put back wrong, you know, you look like you've... Oh, no, you don't. No, I've got it wrong, folks. Sorry. But I do like alternate curtains. Hey, listen, it's my first day back after my holidays. I'm rusty. So, USB connectors at every seat, trace to the seat backs. These seats have also got sideways movement. You can see that because I left that one out. 2 doubles on quick release tracking, so that gives you 55 plus a wheelchair. Now, I pointed the USBs out to you. I'm going to point some else in a sec, because this vehicle came new as a 57-seater. It's only later in life, when they started certifying these to 59, that these guys went out, they went to Kiel and bought a double seat in the identical material, they made it 57. Downside of that is they slotted it in on the near side, because they've shuffled everything up a bit. The USB connector is hiding around there. And that hasn't got one. And then that one's there. And that one's there, and so on. So, listen, is it the end of the world that the USBs and the PSUs don't match? No. And probably most people wouldn't have noticed it if I hadn't pointed it out, but that's my job. Frenzel hot drinks facility. Standard in most products made in Germany. And you're going to say, well, these aren't made in Germany, Dad. You're right, they're not. Little fridge in the top, which you can get a good amount of water in there. They're not made in Germany, but they travel around the world. I'm going to put that back in before I forget. There we go. Chassis built in Scandinavia. Exterior body, it goes to China for. Then it comes out of China, I think it comes back to the Netherlands to have the interior done. Hence all the sort of Northern Europe bits and bobs, like your keel seats, your Frenzel boiler, etc. So it goes around a bit, but that, by the by, it's a total Scania product. So if you need anything for it, bits, parts, whatever, nuts, bolts, glass, panels, it's all Scania. It's a one-stop shop, and for me, that's brilliant. We're wired for DVD with 2 fixed monitors. We've got a very sensibly laid out dash. This has done 330,000 kilometres. Very, very low mileage for its age. There's a safe under the driver's seat that you can't see. Lane departure warning, automated emergency braking system, fridge in the dash, courier seat. As I said, for me, smart vehicle this, and ticks yet another box, because not only is it high capacity and low mileage, it's PSVAR. Happy days all round. And you're getting a high capacity PSVAR vehicle without having to buy a high mileage ex-National Express Levante. It's great. Brilliant. Huh? Do you watch the Fast Show? He remembers the Fast Show. And Scania's brilliant. Anyway, to recap, it's a 2017 on a 17 registration, Scania K410EB, Higer Touring, 59 seat, PSVAR compliant, executive coach. I'll be better next week, I promise.